You cannot have espionage in any way, shape, or form unless you can communicate. And there's two types of communication. There's communicating instructions and information from the handlers to the person who is committing espionage. And then the person who's committing espionage must also communicate the materials that he is stealing to his handlers. So there is a two-way communication that's involved there.
Perhaps the most commonly used method of passing a secret is the dead drop.
A dead drop is nothing more than a pre-assigned location where the person can actually place the information, and his handler will come and pick it up, a designated pickup point, once he is aware that that information is at that spot. Therefore, they never meet face to face. They never are at the same place at the same time.
You have to have some explanation why you are in this particular place. In the old days, for instance, we would use, say, public toilets. Now it has been largely dropped because it's not a safe place. And for that reason, the Soviet intelligence practiced widely, and not only in the United States and elsewhere, some fairly remote areas in the suburbs of major cities.
The important thing is when the spy leaves the information, it has to be left in a public area, somewhere that's accessible to the spy and to the handler, but it has to be secret enough that a passerby just won't stop by and pick it up. So any organic item that has no value, no apparent value to a passerby could be used. And the more common the item, the better. So if you're in a foresty or a wooded area, an effective dead drop may be what appears to be just a piece of a branch. However, it's hollow, and you could put in microfilm or a secret message or a one-time pad. Very effective, but only in the right area. It may be in a wooded or a grassy area that there's no visible place. However, you could be right at the base of a tree on the north side, 1 foot away from the base, and take this spike. It's a metal spike. Inside, it's designed to hold a roll of 35mm film. But once it's inside, you simply step on it, and it has no visible indication other than this small metallic top. A dead drop, ideally, is only in place for a matter of minutes or hours. It's never left indefinitely.
Signals are used to allow the spy to communicate with his handler when a dead drop has been completed.
These signals may be a chalk mark on a utility pole, on a mailbox, on a bridge, or something which is visible without straining your eyes. You pass by in a car. You drive by and you see a sign, and no one, even if someone follows you, would never suspect that you were looking at the sign and reading the signal put for your benefit.
These signals may also be used to alert the agent that there is a problem or a change of plans.
It may be a signal of danger, that you should not service the dead drop because the dead drop was exposed, so you stay away from it.
Officers working for the KGB learned skills such as signals and agent communications during years of intelligence training in Moscow. All CIA officers marked to operate overseas must go through similar training at the top-secret training facility known as the Farm. Chase Brandon is a senior operations officer who often teaches new recruits how to communicate and receive secrets from spies.
One of the most important things that a CIA operations officer has to do while they're living and working abroad is know the city, the region, the area they're working in like the back of their hand. Because the local intelligence service that will be trying to find the presence of a CIA officer and identify that officer's agent network, that hostile intelligence service is certainly going to know their own city. CIA officers sort of tend to generally work in and around urban areas, if you will, cities where there are restaurants and public places really to conduct private meetings, whereas our Soviet KGB counterparts preferred rural areas.
It would not be uncommon for intelligence officers to spend days picking the ideal location for a dead drop. It must be an area where the spy, if questioned, could legitimize being, yet must be secluded enough to avoid attracting attention when the drop is made.
We have to spend a lot of time casing. You've heard that old term in the movies, the cop movies, case the joint. Well, we're always looking to get area familiarization because we have to find places where we can meet agents and assets and pass information, pass secrets in a safe and secure area. And as we're driving along here, I see one that might be suitable for our purposes. It's a little underground parking garage. So let's in fact go in and see if that might not be a place where a prospective agent meeting with me or one of my colleagues could take place. We've got an elevator and a stairwell. That's good. That gives a couple of different ways for the agent to come down and link up with me. What we might want to do is move on down to the very bottom and see if there's a little less pedestrian traffic and less vehicle presence, so we have a little more privacy. Okay, we're getting down to the very bottom level of this standard parking garage. A good plan to put into effect would be to inform my agent that he or she could meet me at this garage on a particular day at a particular time. They would know the description of my car. They certainly would know me, since I'm the person who handles them, meets with them. And I would just come down and find a particular spot to park in. I want to take a quick look around. Not any pedestrian traffic down here, that's good. Quiet. Go over and make sure this door does indeed open. It is in fact the stairwell, that's good. And we'll go try the elevator. That's good, this will be nice because the asset comes down, the agent comes down, he or she could look around the corner, and first thing they're going to see is my car. I might even have something up in the window there that would clearly make it mine, and they would walk over and get in the car and we can conduct the meeting.
Where are you going to go now to go check?
We're going to go upstairs and see what's up here. Well, here we are at the top of the parking garage. Let's see what we can use here operationally. Trash can you could leave something behind or on top of. This might be an interesting area to leave a message. I could actually be calling somebody. Leave the message here. Out here is an area where the agent could come through and meet me or transition over toward the elevators, and I see the spot here would be an interesting place to leave a message, and we could do that with a pen with a message concealed inside. That could be left right there like that. The agent comes up, knows that it's here, assuming they're tall enough, they reach up, they take this, and then they walk right on through. One or the other of us will find a logical place to stop and sit. It could be like an outdoor cafe. This one's not busy now, but that's all right. Anyway, you're simply going to sit down, take out the concealment device, open it up. There's going to be some kind of message in here. You read the information, you get the secret, take note of it, and then you're going to destroy this, because this will be CIA unique communications paper, and you can just simply destroy it, and you can't be then caught with any kind of incriminating information on you.